This is the only church model that we have come to know, for the simple reason that there was no other model that was passed on to us. What was passed on to us needs to be understood in the context of what happened in Europe when the Council of Trent was held. First of all, there was the Reconquista, the reconquering of the Iberian Peninsula, that's Spain and Portugal, from the Muslims. The second factor that was important was the fight that the Catholic Church had with the Protestant Reformation, so that the Council of Trent is also known as a counter-Reformation movement against the Protestants. We noted that these two historical circumstances made the church very combative and defensive, so much so that it saw the church like a fortress and all the people inside the fortress like armies who are going to fight the enemy. What has happened in the course of the centuries, from the 16th to the 20th, okay? The world has changed. The world has changed. And therefore, everything here in the Council of Trent, the understanding of who God is as a lawgiver and a just judge, the understanding of the church as an institution mainly, the understanding of mission as transplanting the church, were all now irrelevant. It's irrelevant not because they are wrong. They are irrelevant because they were speaking to the context of the 16th century. So what happened in the Second Vatican Council in the 20th century was a theological breakthrough. And the theological breakthrough, that means it's a major change. Some people call this a paradigm shift. It's a major change in the understanding of the faith. Maybe I should mention this here. I mentioned this to someone during informal conversations, because it gives the impression to some people that we are in fact not believing in the same things anymore. You see, in theology, I didn't have time to go into this. In theology, it is very important to make a distinction between the act of faith, that means the act of believing in God, the act of relating with God, with the way we understand that act of faith. Right? There is a distinction that is made between the act of faith itself and the way we understand